take yourself serious. Your time is coming. There comes a moment in life when you have to stop looking around and start looking within. You have spent enough time watching other people win. You have watched people become successful. You have watched people build businesses. You have watched people travel. You have watched people achieve things you once dreamed about. And sometimes deep inside, you ask yourself, when is it going to be my turn? But let me tell you something. Your turn will not begin when you start watching other people. Your turn begins when you start working on yourself. You cannot build your future while constantly comparing it to somebody else's present. You cannot become the best version of yourself while trying to become somebody else. And you cannot discover what you're capable of if you are always distracted by what everyone around you is doing. So today, I want you to make a decision, not tomorrow, not next month, today. Decide that you are going to take yourself seriously, take your dreams seriously, take your time seriously, take your talent seriously, take your future seriously. Because if you don't take your own life seriously, you cannot expect the world to do it for you. You have something inside you. Maybe you haven't discovered it completely yet. Maybe you're still confused. Maybe you don't know exactly what your purpose is. That's okay. You don't need to have your entire life figured out today. You just need to start, because clarity often comes after action. You don't always discover your purpose by sitting and thinking about it. Sometimes you discover your purpose by trying, by failing, by learning, by getting back up, by doing something again after everybody told you that you couldn't. Your gift may not look impressive today. Your dream may still be small. Your skills may still be developing. But don't disrespect your beginning just because it doesn't look like somebody else's success. Every expert was once a beginner. Every successful person once had 0 followers. Every great speaker once struggled to speak. Every successful business once started with an idea. Every strong person once had a difficult day. So stop saying, I'm not ready. Maybe you're not ready, but you can become ready. Start learning, start practicing, start improving, start showing up. And here's where many people lose themselves. They compare, they look at someone else's success and suddenly hate their own progress. They see someone else's lifestyle and suddenly feel like their life isn't enough. They see someone getting opportunities and ask, why not me? But what you don't see is everything that happened before the opportunity. You don't see their failures. You don't see their sleepless nights. You don't see their sacrifices. You don't see the days they wanted to quit. You only see the result, and you're comparing their highlight to your behind the scenes. That's not fair to yourself. Your journey is different. Your timing is different. Your circumstances are different. Your lessons are different. So don't waste your energy trying to understand why someone else is ahead. Ask yourself a better question. What can I do today to move myself forward? That's the question that changes lives. Maybe you are 15 steps behind someone. That's okay. Take step 16. Maybe you don't have the resources they have. That's okay. Use what you have. Maybe you don't have the support you wanted. That's okay. Become your own support system. Maybe nobody believes in your dream. That's okay. You don't need everybody to believe. You need enough courage to keep going, because sometimes I'm the first person who has to believe in your dream. Is you. You have to believe before you see results. You have to work before you get applause. You have to practice before people recognize your talent. You have to continue before people understand your vision. That's what discipline means. Discipline is doing the work when nobody is watching. Stop treating your dream like a hobby. If something matters to you, give it your time, give it your attention, give it your effort. You cannot say you want something badly and then give it whatever time is left after everything else. If you want to become better at something, practice. If you want better grades, study. If you want to build something, work on it. If you want to become confident, challenge yourself. If you want to change your life, change your habits. Because your future is being created by what you repeatedly do today, not by what you promise yourself you will do tomorrow. Tomorrow is comfortable. Tomorrow allows you to dream. Today requires action. And action is where everything changes. You don't need motivation every day. Listen carefully. You don't need to feel inspired every morning. There will be days when you don't feel like studying. There will be days when you don't feel like working. There will be days when you question yourself. There will be days when your progress feels invisible, and that's normal. You don't quit because you don't feel motivated. You keep going because you made a commitment. That's the difference between wishing and achieving. Anybody can work when they feel good. The real test is whether you can continue when you don't. Think about your future self. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. You wake up, you look back at today, and you realize that you finally stopped making excuses. You finally started. You finally became consistent. You finally stopped caring so much about what people thought. You finally focused on yourself. How would that feel? Now, imagine the opposite. 6 months pass, nothing changes. Same excuses, same distractions, same comparisons, same fear, same procrastination. And you ask yourself, why didn't I start? Don't let that be your story. You have time, but time is moving. And every day you wait is another day you cannot get back. So start small. You don't need to change your entire life tonight. Change one thing, wake up a little earlier, study one extra chapter, write a few pages, practice your skill, work on your idea, put your phone away for an hour, take your responsibility seriously. One small improvement may not change your life overnight, but small improvements repeated every day can completely change your future. Don't underestimate consistency. Consistency is powerful because it doesn't look impressive in the beginning. One workout doesn't transform you. One study session doesn't make you an expert. One video doesn't build a channel. One day of discipline doesn't create a new life. But hundreds of ordinary days can create extraordinary results. And stop waiting for perfect conditions. There will never be a perfect time. You will always have an excuse. I need more money. I need more confidence. I need more experience. I need better equipment. I need more support. Sometimes you simply need to start with what you have. Use the phone you have, use the knowledge you have, use the time you have, use the opportunity in front of you. You don't need everything. You need something. And then you build from there. Your biggest enemy may not be failure. It may be distraction, because distraction keeps you busy without making you better. You can spend hours scrolling, horse watching other people's lives, horse watching motivational videos, horse planning, horse talking, and still accomplish nothing. At some point, you have to stop consuming motivation and start creating results. You don't need another 100 videos telling you to work hard. You need to close the video and do the work. Motivation can start you. Discipline keeps you moving. And yes, people will talk. Some people will laugh. Some people will doubt you. Some people will tell you that your dream is unrealistic. Some people may not understand you. Let them. You don't have to explain every decision you make. You don't need everyone's approval. If you spend your entire life trying to make everybody happy, you will eventually disappoint yourself. You have one life. Build a life that you can respect. Not a life designed only to impress people, because applause is temporary. Character stays. There's another thing you have to understand. You will fail. Yes, you will make mistakes. You will have bad days. You will sometimes choose the wrong path. You will sometimes trust the wrong person. You will sometimes waste time. You will sometimes fall behind. But failure doesn't mean your story is finished. Failure is information. It tells you what didn't work. Learn and just try again. The person who never fails is usually the person who never attempts anything difficult. So don't be afraid of failure. Be afraid of never trying. Be afraid of reaching the end of your life and realizing you spent it wondering, what if? What if you had tried? What if you had started? What if you had believed? What if you had stayed consistent? What if you had given yourself one more chance? You don't know what is waiting on the other side of your effort. That's why you keep moving, because your next chapter might be better than everything you've experienced before, but you have to turn the page. Maybe you're tired right now. Maybe life has been difficult. Maybe things aren't going according to plan. Maybe you're disappointed in yourself. But listen, a bad season is not your entire life. A bad month is not your entire future. One failure is not your identity. One mistake does not define you. You can restart. You can learn. You can rebuild. You can become stronger. You can become wiser. You can become disciplined. You can become the person you keep imagining. But you have to believe that change is possible. So from today, stop asking, why is everyone ahead of me? Start asking, what can I do today? Stop asking, why don't they notice me? Start asking, how can I improve? Stop asking, what if I fail? Start asking, what if I succeed? Stop asking, what will people say? Start asking, what will I say about myself if I never try? That's the mindset shift. You don't have to become somebody else. Become more of yourself. Develop your strengths. Improve your weaknesses. Learn from people. But don't lose yourself trying to copy them. There is room for you. There is room for your ideas. There is room for your voice. There is room for your talent. There is room for your story. You don't have to steal someone else's identity to create your own success. Your journey can be different, and different doesn't mean wrong. So I want you to make 3 promises to yourself. I can learn, I can improve, I can become stronger, I can start again, I can face difficult days, I can keep moving. Now say, I will. I will stop making excuses. I will stop comparing. I will stop waiting for perfect conditions. I will work on myself. I will protect my time. I will take my dreams seriously. And finally, I must keep going. I must become disciplined. I must respect my potential. I must give myself a chance. I must stop living according to fear. I must become the person I know I can be. 6 months from now, you could be in a completely different place. Not because life magically changed, but because you changed, you became consistent. You became focused. You became disciplined. You stopped wasting your energy on comparison. You stopped waiting for permission. You started showing up every single day. And one day people will look at your results and say, you're lucky. They won't know how many ordinary mornings created that result. They won't know how many times you wanted to quit. They won't know how many times you chose discipline over comfort, but you will know. And that's enough. So don't quit now. Not when you're still learning, not when you're still growing, not when your story is still being written. Keep going, keep learning, keep building, keep believing, keep showing up. Your current situation is not the final version of your life. You are still becoming, and becoming takes time. Give yourself that time. Give yourself that chance. Give yourself permission to grow. One day, you will look back at the person you are today. And I hope you can say, thank you for not giving up. Thank you for starting. Thank you for trying. Thank you for getting back up. Thank you for believing when nobody else did. Thank you for choosing yourself, because the life you want isn't created by one giant decision. It's created by thousands of small decisions. And today you get to make another one. Choose discipline, choose courage, choose growth, choose yourself. Stop comparing, stop waiting. Stop making excuses. Take your gifts seriously. Take your dreams seriously. Take your future seriously. And most importantly, take yourself seriously, because you may be much closer than you think. Your story isn't over. Your opportunity isn't gone. Your best days aren't necessarily behind you. There's still work to do. There's still growth ahead. There are still doors you haven't opened. There are still people you haven't met. There are still things you haven't accomplished. So stand up. Take a breath, look forward, and tell yourself one more time, I can, I will, and must. And now go prove it to yourself, not to the world, to yourself.